Hi everybody and happy February. I hope you are staying warm and also remembering that this month is the celebration of a healthy heart or healthy heart month, which is very important to maybe incorporate simple practices that can support your heart health, maybe incorporate foods that you know that can support your cardiovascular health and just feel better in general. This is something that can be very easy, and exploring foods that maybe you don't eat on a regular basis and trying recipes that are super tasty, easy, and fun to make can also make it easier for all of us to stay healthy. So I wanted to share something that, number one, can be very helpful, especially if you for Valentine's Day coming up, or if you're having people come over maybe for a fun weekend, and if you want to show and share with your friends a simple recipe that can support not only your heart health but also help others, this is the perfect one. So if you are someone who's trying to incorporate foods like avocados, this is a food that is, number one, a very easy option to support your heart health. The reason why is because they are packed with potassium, and potassium is not only good for heart health but also for your immune system, for your nervous system, and of course to support your healthy cholesterol. It does help lower bad cholesterol because it has good LDL cholesterol, which is good for you, so that way you can make sure that you are eating foods that are high in ingredients that help you support that, and especially because they are packed with healthy fats. So healthy fats are one of the things that you should look for, especially if you're looking for plant-based and natural food, whole foods that are good for your heart. Always the ones that are good are packed with healthy fats. One of them is avocados. This is something also that you can replace for maybe meats, also butter, and this is something that you can have for lunch, breakfast, or dinner, and even healthy snacks. So the only thing that you need is an avocado, and I suggest that when you buy avocados, they should have a softer texture, and they should also have a darker skin. That means that they're ripened. But if you feel like they're too hard and too green, you can buy them, leave them out for a couple of days, and if you can put them by the window where they can get sunlight, they will ripen even faster. And once they're ready, when you open them, they should be green, not dark or black, but they should be smooshy enough. So when you cut them in half, you can see here one of the pieces is actually nice and soft. So this is actually the perfect texture for these to be used for the recipe that we're gonna make. So we're gonna be making a very simple guacamole, and this is something that you can make in a very fast, very easy, and you also need a red onion, just a little bit. You can just slice a couple of pieces. The same with tomatoes. You can use any tomato, just take a little piece, chop it up, and cilantro. Herbs are really also great for your nervous system, for your immune system, for digestion, and of course citrus, which are great for this time of the year to support a healthier immune system, also fight the colds and the bacteria that we're exposed to. So all I did was I chopped up a little bit of onion, a little bit of tomatoes, a little bit of cilantro, lemon, and of course you need your avocado, and maybe just a little bit of pink salt. If you don't like the salt, if you don't want the salt, you don't need it, just for extra flavor. And I suggest that you use a glass container, not plastic, so that way you can stay away from microplastics and toxins in your food. So you're gonna slice the avocado in half. This is a small portion that you can take to work. I'm gonna also teach you a trick that I learned from my mom. Do not get rid of the pit or the seed. So I'm gonna take it out, and I'm just gonna put it on the side. You're gonna scoop out the avocado or the the meat of the avocado. You can use a spoon or a fork, and once you scoop it out, just put it in the container, and it should be nice and soft and smooth enough. If it's too hard, it means that it's not ripened enough. It's probably too green, and maybe you should give it a couple of extra days. This one is actually very easy to smash, or just when you press it, it gets mushy, and it's perfect color. Once I do that, I'm going to add the cilantro, the tomato and onions. Just put it in. A little bit of lemon, just squeeze a couple of drops of lemon. If you have sensitivity with lemon and citrus, you can actually skip the lemon. But if you don't, you can put a little bit of lemon and just a little pinch of pink Himalayan salt. Mix it up. And this is kind of like a chunky version of an guacamole. If you like it smooth, you can do the same using the same ingredients. The only thing that is going to be different is you can use a food processor, and you're gonna blend it until you get a smooth consistency, and it will be a smoother, softer, easier to spread avocado. The pit, if you're gonna take this to work or keep it in the refrigerator overnight, I recommend that you leave the pit inside. This is going to avoid your guacamole to turn brown or oxidate. And once you are ready to eat it, just remove the pit and you can enjoy it. But in the meantime, while you keep it or preserve it in the refrigerator for maybe a day, this is going to save your avocado to turn brown. So that is the secret. Make sure that you cover it, and you can take this to work. You can just have it in the refrigerator ready for you to enjoy. And hopefully you can, maybe, make it in the texture do you want, enjoy it with others, share with others, and continue to support your heart health during this month. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you get to make it and share it with others, and have a fantastic week.